Yeah, what did you exactly say? You called me a shithead or something?
Nah, I called you a backseat bitch.
Really?
Something like that.
No, I think you said something else.
Nah.
Backseat bitch?
Yeah.
Shit.
I was like, oh, it's like my backseat bitch riding shotgun with me.
I put my coke in the back.
No, because you're like my cup holder. That's when I realized, like, oh, I could have said cup holder. And I was like, why did I say cup holder? I was like, oh, I'm such an asshole.
Like, yo, where is Chaidez, man?
Chaidez?
What the fuck? Where's this kid at?
Good call, bro.
Seriously. Yeah, you should call him up on the show right now.
Nah, I was
call him up
man.
live. You're like, dog, where are you at? When was the last time he was on this?
He was on some shorts the other week or something before I left.
Yeah, but shorts are short. It's all about the video, man.
You like, you want to know what Chaidez does, man? I love Chaidez, man.
What does he do?
But, like, he likes doing the show, but sometimes he's shocked me with, like, even though he likes doing it and he knows that, like, he has nothing else better to do, and that he's, like, built even, like, some sort of, like, aptitude, you know? Like, ability to just talk and be on the show. He doesn't give a fuck about it, dude. I mean, his plan is to, like, leave to Japan in a year or two, no matter what.
No way. To do what?
To just live and just scratch by and just blow whatever money he saves.
No way, dude.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, like, Chaidez is that
Come
dude.
on, really?
Like, he's not ambitious in the same way that you and me are.
Dude, he wants to move to Japan. Hey, man,
He
that's
wants
not a bad place to move,
No,
though.
it's not. But he wants to have, like, a life that is idealized by experiences that he hasn't had. Like, when I'm like, yo, what about these other countries? You want to go there visit them? No, it's just Japan.
Why just Japan? Is he, like...
He's
into anime and all that shit?
It's just all of it. It doesn't matter. I don't know what it is, and he hasn't necessarily need or has answered that for me. What I'm saying is, think about how different that is than us. We talk about going a different place every day. You know, we love Arizona. Yeah, we love these other spots. Yeah, we could have houses on these spots and live in them for a while, but we want to check new places out, see what's out there, have these experiences. We want to try new things like comedy, fall fat in our face, do work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're doing all this. Like, in essence, you and me think about this show in the same way.
Yeah.
In a very similar fashion, you know? Like, obviously, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's differences, but it's not, like, and that's to be wanted. Like, there's other people on the show that have a lot of differences, but in some weird way, like, Chaidez has become, like, one of those other people on the show, even though in all the ones that are posted now, he's in, like, 90% of them. But, I mean, after you consider the shorts and then the long tail ones, eventually, like, people are going to wonder if we had a fight or some shit, and no, we didn't. But sometimes, dude, like, I'll talk to him about the show like I talk to you, and then he'll throw something at me that I'll be so shocked. I'm like, oh,
what?
Like, he'll be like, oh, well, I don't care about it like that, or shit like that. Like, dude, I mean, like, in all honesty, on some of the shorts, like, you know how we get into weird, crazy conversation? I do with him even normally. But sometimes on some of the shorts and stuff when it was being recorded, like, we would get in this weird tension where, like, he thinks, like, I'm attacking him, or he thinks that, like, he doesn't give a fuck about this conversation because he thinks he has nothing to add to it, when really I might just be ranting by myself and it's all good. Like, sometimes we let each other go off. And so it was just weird, like... And the thing is, like, the lack of doing the show is making that more. And so, anytime we plan to do the show, every time that we plan to do the show, that we plan to do it, he's canceled it. Or something's come up. I'm talking about for, like...
And it's funny, you're the one
months.
coming to get him and shit.
I'm coming to get him. I'm going there. Only when other things have happened.
Yeah, should we turn that on?
Yeah, I'm going to hit it. Only when...
That's two at a time is pretty heavy.
Only when other things have happened, or... And I had to go there to see him, or was passing by, and we just happened to be able to record some shorts, we do that. If he's comfortable with it. It's not like, yo, let's, okay, we're clear, okay, this is that. Are you feeling up to it? You got some energy? Okay, let's go. So, the thing is, like, I want to have more and more people on the show, random people, people who are unknown, people who are known, right? I don't know why I was looking like this. The thing is, like, I'm not going to talk Chaidez into doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if he wants to do it, he's going to do it. If he doesn't want to do it, he's not going to do it. He's my homie. Mm-hmm. Like, I appreciate everything he's done, all the help that he's given me, like, helped springboard this with me. I appreciate that. But the real honest truth is, and self-admittedly, is when he gets off from work, 8-hour shift or whatever, just what people do to survive here in the world, he doesn't want to do anything but lay down or watch TV or play video games or watch Twitch. Like, he's told me that, and that's that. And maybe things are going to change when he gets his new spot. That's what he says. But what do I tell you? I believe way more that people stay consistent in their actions than their words. They'll tell you whatever the fuck that they want to just get out of the situation and go back to being comfortable. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you whatever they need to just get out of the conversation, and then things will be as is. Because of that, like, what does that necessarily mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, like, when I'm like, yo, we should record, like, I find resistance. So whenever he wants to record, I'm there to record. Like, we were supposed to record today. I even told you that. He hit me with some shit. That's what I thought. We were even supposed to record yesterday. I forgot. Like, that's how, I don't even put it in my calendar. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, just hit me up. I used to put it in my calendar. I still sometimes do if I remember, but it's not like how I'm like so crazy I need to write it now, because half of the time he cancels it. You know, like, I even hit him. He was like, I even hit him today when he's like, yeah, we can't meet. Sorry about yesterday, couldn't meet. What was he saying? Sorry about yesterday, couldn't meet, and then today is not looking so good or some shit. The way he worded it, I wasn't sure. Fuck. The way he worded it, I wasn't sure if he said he wanted to record. Oh, he said, "Oh, I'm good for today." So I don't know if that meant he wanted to record today, or if he didn't want to record today. So I was just like, hey man, no worries about yesterday or anything, and let me know whenever you want to shoot, or whenever you want to record. Okay. And no response still, because homie's busy. Oh, I'm just chilling, waiting for people to hit me up because I got nothing to do with my life. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic.
Obviously. I see that, dude.
So
that's a fucking shame, man. I can tell you this though, he's gonna have a lot of fun in Japan. I don't know if he knows what he's getting himself into, but it's gonna be a great time for him, dude. He's gonna love it.
I've known people going to Japan. It's all good. It's fun, but there's no one place in the world that I think is perfect in every which way. I think you got to find some places. I mean, there's a lot of places, but
those damn jabs, dude.
He
wants to eat all that radiated fish, man. He wants to be in a country where
he says he has plans for all that.
What do you mean?
What do you mean
he has plans for all that? I don't know.
He says that he knows what he's going to do over there.
Isn't there like extreme radiation coming from the Fukushima plant?
Yeah, I mean, that's what they say.
And it's funny. It's always like, oh, it's not that bad, they say. The government's always, oh, it's not. It's not bad, dude. It's horrible. What happened at that nuclear power plant? Yeah. Bro, that could have been like the end of it all. And who knows, that still could be the end of it all.
Man, it still could be.
Blowing fucking
radiation. I haven't paid attention to it, but I don't even know if it's fixed.
Dude, definitely not. It's still it's definitely still spewing out radiation. For sure. Yeah, same shit happened in Chernobyl, except it wasn't a tsunami. It was like some like accident or something. Yeah, I mean, something blew up there and it spewed out so much radiation, man. I think my stepdad had to get his thyroid removed because of it. Something sucks, like that. Dude. Yeah. It's kind of crazy, dude. In that part of the world, dude, in Chernobyl, they have like bears and wolves that survived this whole time there with this nuclear reactor, and it's like a dead town. I don't know if you've ever played like those old school, like I think maybe even Resident Evil video games, but you can actually go to Chernobyl in these video games, bro. It's literally like
I'm well aware about everything about Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. Okay. I don't know if people don't know.
Oh yeah, they might not know. Yeah.
I don't know.
Sure. I would no.
Dude, it looks really fucking cool.
Yeah, the ghost town.
Dude, if I can put on like a suit, like anti-radiation suit, and like go take pictures there, dude, I would fucking do it. Do a podcast from Chernobyl, me and VJ live.
I'm good.
The Psycho Pshow coming at you live. We can do a Psycho Pshow from Ukraine.
Yeah, we could do anything.
Not necessarily from like Chernobyl.
I don't want to do it.
Ukraine, Russia.
I'm not trying
Eastern
to go to
Ukraine. You can go to the part of Russia right now that was annexed.
That
Crimea.
Doesn't even sound fun.
Why not? It's nice, dude. It's right on the fucking Black Sea. Beautiful.
Oh, really?
Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, man. You should. Fuck Japan, dude. Honestly.
Nah, Japan's
in reality, man, why do you want to move to Japan?
It's funny.
Chaidez, come on, man.
In my life, for good amounts of my life, different parts of my adult life, random people that were close to me moved to Japan. Chaidez wants to move to Japan.
And they love it?
They loved it, but there's always problems. Like, it costs. It's not as easy to make money, I think, especially if you're outsider. There's a language barrier, but that's easier to overcome now with electronics and certain shit. Chaidez has tattoos that'll limit him in certain places, and he wants to get like a Yakuza, like an official tattoo over there. Oh, God. But they frown on that shit, so to gain entrance is a little bit difficult. But it's just it's really humid, unbelievably humid.
Oh, is it? Didn't know
it's
that.
A tiny sliver of land,
I guess,
sitting on the Pacific Ocean.
Makes sense. Never even thought of it like that, but yeah,
it's a peninsula.
Makes sense.
It's humid as shit. Yeah, like the type of shit that they have to wipe off your sweat there, you couldn't even imagine.
What?
But apparently, it's super easy to get laid for Americans and shit. So I'm telling you, like, there's a lot of positives, but it's just like he doesn't even know that, and I've known like 3 different people. Like my ex, the one who.
Oh shit! She went to Japan.
She went twice when we were going.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Her brother. These people all wanted to go, and so I was there getting Skype calls and seeing what it's like. Like, I don't know shit about Japan, but I know a lot more than people who say they do. Oh. Let's just say that, right?
My dad who goes there. My stepmom. Like my dad's business is there too. Like the what's that fucking market called? The famous fish market over there.
I don't know.
I don't know, but they have some like famous fish market there, and like my dad's people like buy like a lot of fish there, and they ship it back to Russia. And like supposedly he says, dude, it's actually really fucking cool. Like maybe I don't know, maybe for like 4 days, 5 days a week, 2 weeks. I don't know about living there, dude.
I wouldn't live there. I would go to Japan for a month even. I think, dude, I've always wanted to go to Japan. Japan's actually been one of my top spots to go visit.
I would totally visit,
but live there.
Crazy. To me, that's a little crazy.
Like, I could live there for, dude. I could live there for a couple years, but I'm saying for like the rest of my life, optimally, no, no. When I say live there for like to settle down and live there, hell no. Japan's not the spot for me. I don't think so. I mean, I have to go there, I guess, so before I can make that assessment. But
oh yeah, dude, and it's pretty easy to get around. If you have like a nice cell phone, you translates the language for you.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot easier now than it used to be. But goddamn coppers, what's going on?
5-0s.
Someone's probably getting fucked up.
Yeah, because there's like kids that were yelling in the pool.
Nah, dude, they're not in the complex at all. No. Oh yeah, they don't give a shit about that either. It's not even late. Oh, I guess it's 9:50. Oh fuck.
A little bit. Not too much.
Yeah, so I mean, forget Japan. I don't even want to talk about Japan. It annoys me when people talk about Japan and traveling to Japan because I've heard it by people who are so enamored by it.
Yeah, let's talk about going to Colombia, dude. Honestly, I would rather live in Colombia than Japan. I would rather live in Brazil.
I was about to say that. I'd rather live in Brazil Japan. Or Colombia. Probably Colombia. I was going to say Colombia is probably a deal spot for me. But before we get on this place, real quick about Chaidez, because we'll probably never talk about it again. Yeah. There's no point. Yeah. Because we'll talk about Colombia and Japan and Russia forever, apparently, with us too. Yeah. Sick fuck. So why don't you wait 5 minutes before you bring up some more about Russia?
Fuck it.
No, just fuck with you. No, but no, I really do, dude. I it's awesome to hear about the all the other shit because I'd never hear anything from the Russian side or
the Russian side.
No, seriously.
You have any Australian friends?
People in Russia, what they find the common knowledge is different than what people in America think is common knowledge.
Yeah.
So that type of difference is amazing to me. Like,
mm-hmm.
we're closer to British and Australia, but the Russians, so much different.
Russians
way cooler. Way better than Americans in some sense. In some sense. Too. They're also fucked up in other sense, too.
Yeah, that's alright, dude.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
It's not a big...
But, dude, so Chaidez, he's free like a bird, man. What I'm saying is, like, you ever watched the other guys with
Will Ferrell?
With Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah.
Dude, sometimes you gotta let the peacock fly, bro.
You gotta let the peacock fly.
You just gotta let the peacock fly.
You
gotta let me fly. Sorry.
Whatever.
So I'm sorry.
I was just excited to do a show with him today because you told me yesterday that you might do a show. I was like, all right,
dude.
Nice.
I was so, dude, because he sort of set it up.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, we should do one this week, blah, blah, blah. This is the weekend. Yeah, let's do this one. I saw him. He's like, yeah, today is not a good day, but let's do it that day. And then he canceled.
Oh, no.
Or didn't even respond to if it was canceled. It's like, all right, man, it's cool, but like, what do you want me to do, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. He's just not excited about this at all. It doesn't seem like it.
No, I think he, like, I don't know. I think he's scared of it. He's scared of it, and I think he's not
ready to talk about it all. He's not ready to lay it all on the line, to lay it all on the table.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He was, and like, dude, I mean, like, I took him as my guest to
a wedding.
The wedding shit.
I know.
Like, that was like a huge limb, and like, I do it because like I find so much gratitude in my heart for people who help me.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to go way above and beyond for them, but I'm just like, it's just sort of sad because like it was a while ago because I let it go the last several times. I was like, I'm not even gonna approach it like this anymore, like how I approach it with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it's just gonna fall in the lap. Like, hey, do you want to record? No. Like, I approached it so timidly because it was almost like, dude, like, there's like a distinct line with him between life and the show. When with me, there's really no line. You know what I'm saying? The show lays on top of life. It catches life as I feel it, as we feel it. Like, we don't like, oh, hey everybody! We don't even fuck with that. We don't even fuck with that at all. I try, yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to see if anything, the most classic and easiest form is how it's going. And it's the going. We're already talking. I'm like, hey, it's recording. Like, those are the shorts. Like that's the classic.
It's recording. Don't say anything that will get somebody killed or arrested.
It's all said in those words. Hey, it's recording.
It's recording. That's it. You guys know.
Hey guys, recording. You sick fucks,
man.
But
you know what? Overall, today was a good day.
Absolutely, dude. Today's a great day,
not a bad day.
But it's funny that you brought it up because I didn't. It's not like I have anyone to talk to about it. But I was just like, it's done. Yeah. Like, it's like I hope that I'm wrong and he moves into a spot and he's down to record all the time. Every time I see him face to face, he says he's down. He says he's pumped.
He's not. He's doing.
But it doesn't happen. And like when he moves to the spot, he's gonna have to work.
Yeah.
And then when he moves to the spot and he's by himself, I mean that probably means more girls or more free time to do what you want or more friends. It's hard to.
What does he watch on Twitch? Just curious.
Do you think I know?
Maybe.
Nah, I don't know.
Just some video game shit?
Yeah. I mean, he watches a lot of different games. I think he was saying he changes the games he watches. Really? You should ask him. Yeah, this is why we need him right here.
Yeah, I want to fucking talk to him.
Bro, I don't even know, man.
Maybe we should do like a live podcast where you stream here and then he streams at his crib and it's like we see him on our computer.
He doesn't want to.
Not even that?
Bro.
He definitely doesn't even want to
How would he not want to when all I'm saying is like, bro, I'm willing to do the podcast on my phone in front of his house, in my car, driving around, away from his place, at my place, with all the equipment, without the equipment, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm willing and able and flexible enough to make it happen. I've thrown it out there.
This guy.
So I don't know.
No, I think it's pretty obvious that he's just not too thrilled about the whole thing.
I don't know if he's not too thrilled or it's just like life blocking him right now.
Yeah. Life's cock blocking.
Like, I hope he doesn't hate the show, but like, I think what it is that just like most people, he thinks he's too busy for it, and he has things in his life to come first, which by all means, if he feels that way, like, there's no way I'm stepping in front of him. If he wants to be on the show, he wants to. He already knows that he has an open invitation to be on it. Mm-hmm. But I don't know what else to do. You have an open invitation, but you want to know something crazy? I don't think I've even hit him up to do a show for a month. I'll tell him face to face when I see him. Yeah. But I don't text him and say, hey, we should record sometime, or hey, I think we should record, or call him about that. Because we're already playing the game of him rescheduling. Yep. So it's like it's already happening. Mm-hmm. So yeah, dude. There's nothing I could do to add to it.
R.I.P. Chaidez, I guess.
Nah, don't say that. Like,
no, as in R.I.P. to the show, you know what I mean? Like,
nah, he's on shorts. This has been happening for a month or so. Yeah. Months. Ever since you haven't seen him, this has been happening.
He's kind of went MIA.
I've been playing this whole thing that I've been telling you right now. I've been playing this whole time. I'm just telling you the results of the experiment that's already been happening is that he's still on shorts. He's still on the show. Yeah. He's just, however, instead of like what you could consider yourself a host, right? Uh-huh. Like, you're so recurring at this point that like you're the other host, right? Mm-hmm. Like, Chaidez is just like a recurring guest at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, in essence, you're super fan number one and guest of honor. That's who you are. Super fan. and nobody else has risen to that. I mean, they would have to do so much at this point, because at this point we're sort of deep.
We're pretty deep, dude. Okay, honestly, how many episodes are we deep? Like, just recording. Just give or take.
This is 35. The long ones are 35. And I'll get you a count of this one right here.
Yo, Howard Stern, come on the show, dude. We love you, man. America's Got Talent. Ours is our favorite show. We love you, man.
Cool. I like how you do
Howard, yo, do you know that I once called I called a call-in number for like a radio station, and like they were like talking about something, and they're like, oh, so what do you have to say about the topic? I'm like, Howard Stern's big fat cock. And I recorded it. I have it on my I have it on my fucking laptop at home in Jersey, dude.
That's funny.
Called into a radio show, man. I was fucking cracking up.
That is fucking hilarious. 182 shorts.
182 shorts?
Yeah.
So, man, close to like 215.
215 different recordings, 3 that were lost.
Almost a whole year's worth, man. If you do it every other day, that's like a whole year's worth.
Well, the shorts get condensed.
Yeah. But so that's still like a whole year's worth of shit. Literally. No? Give or take? You can if you want
every day? No.
No?
But, wait. Every day or 3 times a week?
Every other day, maybe.
If I did every other day, still probably, yeah, it's close.
That's nice. Got a whole year's worth
I don't know if it's a whole year's, but it's close. It's getting like that. Because it's probably roughly 3 or 4 shorts that make an episode. So divided 182 by 4. 25, 45, 46.
46.
So 46 plus 15 more. It's about 60 episodes that are cash.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
but a lot of information, quick. Man. Yo, make sure like doesn't get deleted somehow. Dude, that's like my worst nightmare. Always, man, dude. Like that fucking like
Trust me.
Blow up in our face.
Trust me. That's why, in some sense, like, I'm almost down to push. I don't know exactly how fast I should push them, but what I'm gonna do is, like, I'm gonna cut all of them and then just keep backing them up, because the new ones, like, I have to cut them and then redo the MP3 and then do it. So I think I might have. That's why I was saying, like, there might be, like, I'm not saying a week where we don't record, but there might be some days where I'm like, yo, we probably shouldn't record today because I need to focus on finishing these ones. You know what I'm saying? And in some sense, like, today should have been like that because I need to put out a show in the morning, which I haven't.
Oh, you haven't today?
Listen, no, I did one today. It was the one with your music, but then I was gonna export another file with your music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And put it on the show. So then that's another MP3. Then that means that MP3, I have to upload that one. So that whole time while that's happening, I'll be listening to it, writing the description. And then I have to upload it to Mega, delete the old one, which doesn't have the intro. Yeah. See, now you're starting to see just a small thing. Now it's all up. What do you think I have to start from there? Now once it's updated to that, before I put on YouTube, which is highly taxing to my system and too slow, I have to post on the social media sites because every second matters, depending on what time of day. Hopefully it's early, and then I post that shit, do the first round of social media stuff that I do on Twitter and Instagram, and then upload the shit to YouTube, which pretty much renders my computer and internet worthless for everything else. And that's how the next 12 days are gonna go.
Dude, I wanted to ask you something. How is that pasta that you ate at my house? I'm like,
spaghetti?
Yeah.
You didn't eat it?
No.
Why?
I don't know, dude. I wish I wasn't hungry.
I was hungry. It was pretty good.
Fuck, dude. Now I'm like so hungry. Dude, the only thing I had was the muffin.
The muffin and that were my only 2 meals too.
Fuck, dude.
I'm supposed to probably have another one, but I may.
Dude, I gotta stop.
I didn't eat too much.
I gotta start fucking correcting my eating habits, dude. I'll eat like one time a day.
That's bad.
I've been eating.
When I was eating one time a day and eating less was when I was at my fattest. Can you believe that? Yeah. I eat way more now, but it's different. It's better food. It's sort of weird, actually, now that I think about it. Because I could eat, like, what I ate before in one day when I was, like, at my chunkiest. And that be one meal. And still eat more and lose weight. What? But it's because I revamped my metabolism, and what I mostly eat, I avoid carbs. So even though, yeah, I ate the fucking muffin, but I didn't have anything in my body before that. And then I ate spaghetti. But notice, the garlic bread, I just had one little piece. And I put, like, extra meat on it. Oh, stop.
Oh.
Bro.
I hate myself. Oh.
I don't want anyone to think, by the way, that we're talking shit about Chaidez. Like, I love the man. He helped me.
No way.
It's just...
Yeah, I just got him on the show because I like talking to him.
I love talking to him too, man.
He's an interesting guy, man.
Me too.
He's a really cool guy.
And he's like different. Like, you and me, we're different. Like, you talk, like, you come from a Russian angle I don't even fully understand. I definitely come from some weird ass angles that you don't understand, right? Yeah. Right? It's like entertaining to us to even be on it. Chaidez was similar to that in the same way. Like, we have similarities, but we have differences. Same with Chaidez. We all have similarities, we all have differences. But, I mean, like, I don't know, you know? Like, by this time, if we had kept recording even, like, once every 2 weeks since those first shows, we would have had a cadence probably on how we can go instead of all of us trying to talk at the same time and shit. You know, like, this is a lot easier than it was the first several times, right? Like, like, if I told you that first time, hey, let's record of 30 minutes, you and me back and forth, you just shit your pants. We did it like 50 times over today. We just did it already right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little different because your mind has to get to that point where you're like thinking clearly in the moment, but able to talk and bring something new. Right? Like, I hate when we get to the same topics. Like, I don't want to talk about LeBron. I don't want to talk about the fucking Cavs and the Warriors. Not unless.
How about them Cavs?
I don't give a fuck about that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know the same
That's why
shit.
I didn't bring it up. That's why I didn't bring it up.
The same shit.
I'm telling you, if they
shit
did
is the
win,
same
then
shit.
I would have brought it up.
I don't care. I don't even want to talk about it. The same shit is the same shit. This is a fucking show.
Yeah.
Like, we're trying to explore extra spots. It's not just us chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when we chill, we talk about interesting stuff. So, yeah, we're going to talk about other stuff. That's going to happen. Like, we can't control that out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about LeBron. We'll probably talk about him, like, right now. But you know what I'm saying, dude. Like, the easier it is to get into crazier stuff, the better. Like, Chaidez has all sorts of crazy stories of him, like, getting into fights, or, like, getting jumped, or, like, being in situations that were super extreme. He's from Cali, from a spot, like, in the San Bernardino area that's, like, pretty hood. Like, there's definitely gangbangers and violence going down all the time. His family is, like, involved in, like, that type of lifestyle, like, consistently. Like,
they were?
Still.
Yeah.
So, it's just, like, that's why, like, I understand, like, he doesn't give a fuck, because in some sense, like, he succeeded to be out of that situation over here, and, like...
Oh, so he left San Bernardino and he moved here to...
Well, yeah, his grand godmother, like, helped him out, and, like, yeah, over there, like, there's nothing but, like, negativity and violence and shit for him, but he, like...
It's crazy how in America there can be a city like that, there's just, like, open gangbanging.
Bro, it's crazy how in any city.
Insane. Yeah, New York has this shit. New Jersey has this shit.
All these cities have parts of them that are like that.
Like, yo, New Jersey's like drowning in heroin right now. It's crazy. It's like an epidemic.
What do you think is happening out here? We're one of the hottest spots in the fucking country.
Yeah. Epidemic, dude.
Out in the whole country. It's not just New Jersey.
Dude, opioid epidemic.
Yeah.
Even Obama said that openly. It's like an absolute epidemic. It sucks.
Dude, everyone knows.
It's absolutely terrible.
How many people do you know who died from it?
I know one kid that died from it.
Dude, I know so many. You don't have to tell me about that.
How many? Give or take.
I mean, right now I'm thinking like 5.
Wow.
I can tell off the dome of 5.
Within like 15 year span?
Oh my god. I was thinking in the last 5 years I know 5.
No way. 5 people. You know 5 people?
Dude, I know more than 5. I know more than 5.
That's crazy, dude. Just that statistic
is
nuts.
I knew this one chick, she was 19. I knew this other dude, his roommate was fucking 18, 17.
Yeah.
Me and Raid's homie was probably like 20.
There you go. That's the second kid I know. Okay.
No, Raid did die. Oh, Mike.
Kid, yeah, that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, two people within
I saw him get the money that he OD'd on.
No way.
Yeah. Because him and Raid were in a feud. Raid's at a new spot. We had already stopped talking to him. The relationship had already gone down.
With
he
Mike.
Needed to get with Mike. Mike needed to collect a check.
Yeah, because Mike had super sketchy people at the spot all the time. I'll never forget that, dude. I was
Yeah,
showing Raid. He used to have super sketchy people come by.
I know. I was there.
Yeah. I hear he comes from a wealthy family, too.
Yeah. A lot of that, I mean, Twan does too, doesn't he?
Yeah.
None of that shit stops you from doing fucking drugs and being a fucking fuckhead just because you're from a rich, wealthy fucking family.
Yeah.
Why does it seem like it's not fucking catching my voice?
I'm not sure.
Nah, it is. I guess I'm just tripping the fuck out. I think when we laugh,
maybe
it just shows up.
We should turn that up.
Nah, dude. Nah, it's not a big deal.
Can they hear that thing on there right now?
Probably, if we talk about it a little bit. You really think that's an issue compared to the AC?
Nah, dude, the AC is like 10 times worse.
Yeah, I want to leave that shit on because I think if I do the background noise thing, I could take that out easily. Because it should be part of the regular noise. So if it's always on, it should be out. Like whenever it's silenced. Like I'll grab this chunk right there where we didn't say shit, and then take that noise out.
That's what you would do?
Yeah.
Every time?
Just have to do it once for the track. It takes it out for the whole track.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Dude. That's what I'm saying. Then when the AC does that, I find a chunk where... So if it's the AC and that at the same time, I just take that one spot, do it, then there should be way less of that and way less of the AC, and then that's handled. That's why I'm like, dude, I don't know. I'm probably not gonna... I might have fucked myself with that intro music because now people might be expecting it on and off.
Oh no. Oh no.
Such a problem.
Such a problem, dude. They want to hear the hot fire, man.
Nah, I already know. Exactly
if people want hot fire, you gotta give it to them.
The hot fire.
The hot fire.
Yo.
Blood clot, man.
What a weird, like, I feel like I was in such a decent, good mood. Now the show's, like, put me in a weird mood.
Why?
I don't know. Because we're talking about Chaidez, man.
Yeah, poor kid, man. I miss the guy.
Like, I miss him too. But, like, he has potential, he has ability, he has desires. But I don't think he actually knows that just chilling or not pushing doesn't get any of that shit done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, even just the act of living in Japan or anywhere requires effort.
Yes.
And just, it's more than the effort of, I'm going to get something so I could scrape by there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people who are trying to fucking make it here are sometimes scraping by.
Mm-hmm.
Here. The land of the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So in other places or anywhere, you can't assume that scraping by is as easy as scraping by. It's not. You might have to have the mentality that I need to fucking make it.
Wait, does he have his degree?
No.
Wait, so what?
He's not educated like that.
Wait, so what is he gonna do?
I don't know.
Who knows?
He doesn't know either.
Oh my goodness.
Nobody knows.
That's a hard thing. That's wrong.
He wants to go, and that's what I'm saying. He's going to go live. That's what he wants to do. He's going to figure it out. I can't say...
He's going to work at the market.
Sometimes I work for people.
Work at the local market, yeah.
Sometimes I work for people. But you need to be of a mentality. Like, I would believe that we could do it. I would believe that a lot of people from New York could do it.
Yeah.
I believe a lot of people from the hood could do it. I think Chaidez can do it. But it's just like, yo, if you're not practicing it, how can I believe that?
Yeah.
Because it's my lack of belief is the reason why I would do it.
Yeah.
Because I have that lack of belief in me. I'm going to have to work to the bone, otherwise I'll die.
My dad stayed in some, like, cabins in Japan, like, in the middle of the mountains. He said it was fucking amazing, dude. He said it's probably one of the nicest places he's ever been in his life. Japan, so. I'm kind of excited to go there, but I wouldn't live there, man. I'll go there. But that's it.
Well, I mean, that's nice, but I mean...
I'd even want to visit China, too. Check out what China's about. Check out Singapore. I've been to Singapore.
I've been to Singapore.
I've been to Singapore like 5 times.
Yeah.
Super nice,
dope.
dude.
Yeah, I was telling Chaidez that...
Singapore is beautiful. So strict over there, though.
But my point is not, like, what country's better, or if Japan's nice, or if Singapore's nice. My point is... People are running away from issues. That's why they think that this place is so great or whatever. But there's no one perfect place unless you're okay with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So when people are like, yeah, I'm going to go do this and it's going to be great. I've seen a lot of people execute those plans and they always come back broke and still don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
That was my point. It's not whether or not Japan or Singapore is good. I want to go to all the places. I'm not talking shit about that. I'm more like confused why people consistently... Isn't it funny how people overestimate what they do in 1 year? Yeah. They'll overestimate the change that they can make in 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Underestimate the amount of change or shit they can do in 10. In 1 year, I'm going to do this. I'm going to change this. I'm going to get a new car. I'm going to have a new job. I'm going to do this. What do you have planned in 10 years?
Yeah.
Our brains don't fathom things that far away easily. But when we think of something that's really soon, we think of days as so long. We think of these things, even though we know it's short. Like that's how logically we feel them.
Mm-hmm.
The time passes. We can remember almost every second, at least while the second is happening, for the next second. So it's like this weird, like, even though the 10 years flies by too, we don't anticipate any major changes for us in the 10 years. But however, in that 1 year, this next year, we anticipate us to win the lottery and
bro, yeah,
be
the
in
world
this Corvette and have this new fucking job and this girl.
Dude,
and,
I won that Corvette.
And maybe, you feel what I'm saying?
So much, yeah.
See?
That's
that
nice.
year. See, you'd be like, in 1 year, I'm going to have that Corvette. But in 10 years, for me to have 10 Corvettes, that's impossible. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
People, like, not only is it possible, it should potentially be exponential if you did it right. So, yeah, you could have 10 Corvettes or something else. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or many times that. But people, they're just like, nah, I'm going to change my life up this 1 year. But 10 years from now, like,
a lot of times people don't think that far, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's sort of what I mean by...
Because it doesn't even seem realistic to people, you know?
Yeah.
People's minds don't go that far. They don't understand.
I know. You know how many people I know who tried to just leave Arizona for California?
And then they come back. And
every time.
Every time?
Every time. Do you want to know why?
Why?
They didn't have a plan. They thought it was going to be better. They thought they got the scrap or wherewithal to work it. Mm-hmm. And they might have, but they didn't practice it. And so they didn't know for sure. Or they didn't have to. And so they conveniently exited out. Like, it's not easy to stay in another country.
Yeah.
They want consistent, like, visas and shit from you. It's not easy to fucking do a bunch of shit.
I mean, California does seem nice. I mean, the idea of California seems nice. But I've never actually been there, so I can't even tell you, man.
Let's go there, man.
I want to go so bad. Northern Cali, though. I want to go to not San Diego, San Francisco. I want to see Palo Alto. I want to see Silicon Valley, too.
Yeah.
Just to drive around. See Mark Zuckerberg's crib.
We're not gonna go.
Pull up to the spot.
You don't know much. I already know that you don't know much about California the way you're talking about it.
Why?
You don't understand the traffic.
How bad can it possibly be, dude? I've seen traffic in New York City, dude. Is it worse than New York City? Wait, is it worse than New York City? Tell me.
You never heard about LA traffic?
I've heard about it, but is it worse than New York City traffic?
I mean...
Oh, you haven't seen it yet. Oh,
no.
Once you see it, you're going to know what I'm talking about.
New York City traffic is, like, city locked.
Yeah.
Like, you're dealing with lights, which let you go sometimes and don't let you go sometimes. LA traffic is, like, locked everywhere. So the way I view New York is there's probably not too many actual freeways.
There's two... Oh, dude, there's freeways.
Compared to out here. Compared to out here.
The difference between a freeway and a highway, what's the difference?
Highway.
Yeah, we have a good amount. Not
compared to out here.
I'm not too familiar with the roads here, but...
Okay, I'm just saying out here, and this is like much smaller population than LA or...
Yeah, I guess New York City has two highways, one on the east side, one on the west side.
There you go.
New York City, though, only.
Okay, LA, tons of freeways, just like Phoenix, just to make the shit work.
Okay.
The city's big. Public transportation doesn't always cover like that. So everyone is using every street to go. So yeah, New York, yeah, they got some traffic issues, but the traffic issues metered by time. You know for a fact that at a certain point, if the light's over there, you're gonna get past in like 2 or 3 lights. You'll be past that, and then you'll be to the next thing. You can almost time it out. You don't know in LA.
I can't wait till you hit that New York City traffic.
No, I can't wait.
I can't wait till you hit that traffic.
But I can't wait till you hit the LA traffic.
I can't wait either.
Bro, driving into the state, I calculate for the traffic. Driving into the state from another state, I calculate for Cali traffic. I will refuse to go.
Is there traffic at 2 a.m.?
Sometimes.
Just because?
When I was in San Fran, when I was in the Bay last, we watched the game and then we left, and we had to leave like really early for some reason. Traffic. An event, a closure, the roads aren't good. Traffic. 9 in the morning, bro. There's not even shoulders. There's no shoulders on these freeways that are off the cliff, so if you have a flat, I don't know how it works. Yeah. If anybody has a flat, everyone suffers.
Everybody stops?
Good luck.
No way.
Good luck. It's not like Phoenix, where you have those shoulders. You could put...
Are they going to fix up the highways over there, or is it like...
Probably, I don't fucking know. They're probably just hoping Elon Musk just saves them, or just the whole nuclear disaster, the earthquake takes the state. I don't know.
I don't know what Elon Musk saves them.
They're either hoping that the earthquake takes them under, They're gonna hope that Elon Musk saves them. They're gonna hope that North Korea fucking hits them with a nuke. I don't know what they're hoping, but it's definitely not. Hey, let's use some of this tax money that the politicians are siphoning off and use them for the actual. I'm just curious.
What does California use all that money for? I'm just curious.
It has to go somewhere. Politicians.
What, just like in their pockets? Just here you go.
My homie's dad is the number 2 dude in like Sacramento.
Yeah.
In the city.
Okay, and he says it's like
everyone who's a politician in California, especially in a major city like that, they know the hustle. They stay politicians. Their families become politicians.
Yeah.
They're low-key lonelies running around.
Yeah.
The city politicians are maybe the worst. I mean, those big ones, like, you have to work and you have to kiss a lot of dick to get there. But these other ones, it's like aristocracy. Like, if your dad was the mayor, how hard is it for you?
Yeah.
He knows the right people. There's only, so many. It's all just family shit.
Where does this money go to? I'm really curious. Yo, the state, there's so many people living in the state. It's one of the most important states. I'm sure they make...
You know, California was its own country? It would have the 5th largest economy in the world.
No, I didn't know that. Where does all that money go to? Yo,
just think about that. That's why I was like, the traffic, bro. You can't fathom the traffic. Dude.
So what? They gotta build like 4 more highways?
4? I wish 4 would help. I don't even know.
What the fuck?
The only place I think that has traffic that's sort of like LA is Dallas.
Dallas has insane traffic?
Yeah, and that's because it got big so fast. And you know what they're doing in Dallas? They're making like an 8-lane double-decker highway to alleviate the traffic.
Perfect.
It's not going to fix it, but it's going to help it a lot.
I was about to say, I was like, damn, double-decker highway. Yeah. I want to know how that looks like.
I mean, somehow...
maybe some air trains, maybe they should get air trains going. Or have like a highway.
Air trains? They should just do the normal trains like they're doing with the fucking... the fucking... What the fuck they call it? The Elon Musk thing?
Yeah. Hyperloop.
Yeah, Hyperloop. I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. And that's going to make cars and shit obsolete, or self-driving cars, or whatever the case is. But, yeah, dude. You need to go, like... It's bad. Like, when Bill Burr says that 10 to 2 thing, that's 100% real. That's the same. He does the same thing I do when I'm in Cali.
Mm-hmm.
I will refuse to leave anytime between 6 and 10.
So you pretty much got to live close to where you're working so you can walk there, pretty much.
I don't think that's possible in LA. In San Fran it is, but in LA it's too spread out. It's like Phoenix.
Really?
You might work on the other side down. It's like the valleys are similar in that way. San Diego, I think you could live. San Diego is probably the least populated out of all of them, and it's a huge city. Mm-hmm. I think just it's hard to describe California until you're there and you see, and you're like, this is sort of nuts. I can't see the lines on the road.
What do you mean?
The roads are so shitty, dude. They're, you know how those lines, those black lines that they do to cover the cracks?
Yeah.
But then you know how they resurface them and then it looks all black?
Yeah.
They never resurface there. It is a crisscross veiny road. All of them.
No.
They look like shit. The white lines, they don't even paint back on most of them. You don't see them.
Dude, Bill Burr really was right about
everyone is driving 90 miles an hour.
What?
Because the traffic is so bad that when you go as fast as possible.
You go as fast as possible.
Bro, I've never seen a motorcycle pay attention to the actual traffic laws there, and I've never seen a cop pull them over for breaking the law. They go right in between the cars. Are you kidding? I'm gonna wait like a good person for this shittiest traffic of all time? It is shit, dude. It is bad. It is bad.
Dude, what the
thank
fuck?
God.
It makes me not want to move there, but it seems so nice.
I remember we were going from minor city to minor city, way outside LA, way outside of San Fran. We were stuck in traffic. There's 40 million plus people in that fucking state, bro.
Dude, that's crazy. I'd rather, after hearing all that, man, I guess I'd rather live in Austin.
Nah, no, but when you go there, everything else is amazing.
Other than the traffic.
Food, weather, in most of the major places, fucking access to goods. You can get anything there pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then the women are usually really fine. You know what I'm saying? They're not better than out here, but they're just up. They're up there. They're right there. And I mean, Hollywood's nowhere else.
Hollywood is Hollywood.
San Fran, the Bay, Silicon Valley, there's nowhere else.
How do you get from... So, to get from, like,
There's
Los
no
Angeles...
place like San Diego.
Really?
There's no place like San Diego.
Fuck, man.
I mean, it's like a perfect beach town. Beach city.
Really?
It's probably the best temperature out of all of them. Even though San Fran's amazing. I'm talking 70,
Also, a lot of traffic in San Diego?
The least out of all of them, but yeah. It's definitely got traffic issues, I'm sure. I spent probably the least amount of my adult time there, though. But when I was a kid, I spent a lot of time there.
Dude, I gotta visit.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. You need to go try out.
In August, I'm gonna go.
What?
I said in August, I'm probably gonna go.
Why?
I don't know. Just
maybe in August we can make a real quick trip or something.
For like a day or two?
Yeah, I gotta go pretty soon here. I would tell you to come with me, but I'm not trying to drive.
Yeah.
Because the drive to San Fran is 13 hours.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Think about that. It's one state away. That's how big the state is. Like, it's hard to fathom how big it is. It's really
California.
big.
Yeah, California is huge.
So many cities. Cities everywhere. You never even heard of them. San this, just different names. You're just like, what the fuck? It's seriously like, it's so much bigger than Arizona. You can literally live your whole life in California and never leave. Just like in New York, you can stay that city.
Oh, dude.
Just think
they all do.
Yeah, they all do. But in California, dude, you'll be shocked.
Other than the random vacation to the Dominican Republic.
Right. It's weird, dude.
Cali, you go to Hawaii. Kauai.
Cali, they don't leave.
Really?
Oh, dude.
Oh,
they go to the beach.
Yeah.
A lot of these people, like, the vacation is like 12 minutes away.
How
They're
nice
like,
is the
I work, huh?
How nice is the water?
Depends where you are, but usually awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in San Diego. It depends on the beach. Sometimes there's beaches just for dogs. But I bet you the water's really not that great.
I want to bring my dog there, dude. Let her out, run around, get some fucking seawater.
That's just like the norm there.
Oh my God.
You'd be weird if you didn't do that. Let's just say that.
No way.
Yeah, in the cities where... I mean, even in San Fran, there's beach. It's colder there. That's where the great whites fucking... come out at night.
Yeah.
There's a breeding ground over there. But honestly...
Near San Fran?
Yeah, San Fran you love, dude. There's a reason why Silicon Valley and all the rich people are there. It's like...
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Oh,
the weather there is amazing, too. It's a little bit
brisk. Would you be
brisker.
potentially down to move there?
Too expensive. Dude, my homie's living there right now. I know all about it. He has a deal. 2 of my homies are living there right now. I'm going to visit both of them.
$3,000?
They're both living on deals and $3,000.
$3,000 for a 1-bedroom.
Maybe 2 bedrooms. But they don't live right in San Fran. They live on the outskirt towns like Hayward or this other one. So you gotta understand. So they're like 30 minutes away, but they still have to spend just as much time to get to San Francisco.
Is San Francisco only like that area, like the area where like the train goes like this?
No, San Francisco's that old
or is
city.
it big? It's like it's huge.
Big. It's huge. You gotta understand, the Bay Area, like, is around the Bay. So Oakland is in the Bay Area. Palo Alto is another city, which is Silicon Valley, in the Bay Area. They're all right there, but people like live on the outskirts or in there, based on rent or whatever. And the funny thing is, because of traffic, you could live an hour or a half hour away from San Fran, and you spend no more time in the car than you would if you lived in San Fran 10 minutes away if you're driving. I mean, San Fran, you can walk around easy. San Fran, I don't think geographically is like New York at all, but in your ability to move around and get stuff is extremely like New York.
It's nice though. I bet like they have like cool like old school stores.
Dude,
right?
There's parts in San Fran where it's like so mountainous or like hilly where you like look down a road and you're looking down like the whole city.
No way.
Yeah, you're looking like through the whole city, through up and down, and like you see the whole shit. You're like, oh my fucking Lord.
Really?
Yeah, it's sort of crazy. In Denver, there was a little bit of that. I was like, oh, this shit's sort of like San Fran. It's like, I can see fucking far as fuck. And it was like a little sloping. But, dude, in San Fran, I remember walking, you're looking, you're like, what the fuck? I see like 15 miles of city right now.
No fucking way.
It's crazy,
like
dude. It's sort of crazy, yeah.
Dude, I'm going to Google map that shit, do the street view, check out how
Check the street view, check to see where the full house houses are. There's parks that
How much are those houses?
Bro, I'm going to the Bay. I'm pumped. Most of my homies are in the Bay. Like, it's the area, especially for weed.
Really?
Dude, everywhere in Cali has good weed. Okay, LA obviously you're gonna get
San
good
Francisco's
weed.
on another
San Diego
level.
obviously you're gonna get weed. But NorCal, the Bay, Oakland, specifically with San Fran, it's just the same area pretty much. Berkeley, the weed is insane.
Yo, Berkeley's nice though.
Berkeley's nice, and they have a medical shop that's part of their university.
No way.
Medicinal shop, and they grow the shit, dude. The weed that my homie used to get from there that would smoke there is like crazy. It was crazy as shit.
Yo, I might be interested in going down there, man.
I don't even like. There's ways to call my homie, dude. Like I'm going to go there.
Maybe apply for a couple jobs out there. Why not?
I mean, dude, if you go out there, like this is the craziest thing though, and this is from people like my homie. He works at Google. My other homie, he lives out there. He's gonna move back with his wife.
Why? It's too expensive.
It's just so much traffic, so much hustle and bustle, and too expensive.
Yeah.
It's not worth it because he's like, I think his cousin, who's the homie that works at Google, is like, if you're not making $150,000 plus, it's not worth leaving here if you're making like 75. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you're making $150,000, you're struggling. You're struggling there. Everything but the weed is more expensive there. Everything, except maybe the transportation and the weed. It's more expensive. I mean, Uber and shit's got to be phenomenally expensive there.
Absolutely.
But besides the buses and the trains, because
you pretty much have to make an application or
parking?
some company. Oh my god.
The parking is insane, more insane than New York, or just as insane.
Really?
That's why the smart cars got invented. They got invented so you could just stick your fucking shit in pretty much a bike spot.
Yeah.
It's like that's it's like a weird area.
So
dude.
you just gotta start a company, move out to Palo Alto. I mean, if your company is already doing well,
no, then don't move to Palo Alto.
Really?
Unless you need their expertise or that access to their investor base.
Yeah.
It's so expensive. Your burn goes up that high. Your money burn per month is like much higher just off of rent space. We were talking about residential rent space to live. Like, what do you think their office rent space is? It's probably not cheaper than it is.
$30,000 a month.
A month, yeah. Yeah, we don't have any mid-range offices. We only have these ones, and they start at, these are our smallest ones. We can probably cut you a deal of $23,500 a month. You're like, what the fuck? No. I have no idea what the prices are.
I don't know what the prices are either.
But I know
dude, I'm going to check out Zillow, and I'm going to check out this shit there, man.
Dude, my homie, he was from NorCal too, in another city, Santa Monica, which is known to be expensive.
Santa Monica, California. I keep hearing about it.
I think it's Santa Monica he's from. He lives in San Diego now. He told me that people would split a 4-bedroom house 8 ways. They'd split the bedrooms and still pay like a G each or like $750 each. For half of a bedroom in a house. What? It's so expensive there, dude.
What?
Yeah, it's like
how?
Impossible
That's
to fucking imagine.
For a G here, you can get a fucking spot. You
Dude,
get a nice spot.
My homie, when he comes here, he's like, your spot here would be
like
3 G's a month.
2,500. Yeah.
He's like 3 G's a month. Easy. Like, because it's a 1-bedroom spot. Yeah, 2,500. That's crazy.
That's actually nuts.
It's at least 3 times more. I'm like, I pay like $750.
Where all this money goes to? Such a strong economy, such a big economy. Why are the roads shitty? What the fuck?
Dude,
the most corrupt police department ever.
Dude, when you go there, you'll be shocked at how shitty the roads are, and knowing that they tax that much. It doesn't even make sense, especially when Phoenix's roads are this good.
Phoenix roads are not,
and they charge way less. You're just like, what? This doesn't make any sense. Like, our surface streets and our freeways are good. It makes some sense if you're like, surface streets are sort of fucked up, so many people are on them, not as much need to like repaint them, I guess, because you're going slower. Dude, they're freeways. I mean, if you don't know where you're going and it's
fucked.
dark, you paying attention. I mean, I remember I was once on the freeway. I didn't know really where I was going, and it was raining, so I was like fucking with the shit. And the fucking veins.
Yo,
in the
you
roads.
pretty much have to have a motorcycle over there. There's no other way.
I mean, would you trust the drivers? Everyone's trying to get an inch as quick as possible.
Right.
Like, they don't give a fuck.
People don't give a
Because they're stuck in traffic. They don't give a fuck.
Wait, so you said there's how many highways there?
I don't know.
There's like 5 highways.
Oh, so many.
What the fuck?
So many.
I don't
In
get
San
it.
Diego, I'm thinking there's an 83, there's an 85, there's a PCH. There's got to be a million more.
Dude, I was when I drove,
LA, the 101.
When I drove from Jersey to Arizona, I caught traffic one time for like 45 minutes, and that's it. The whole time,
Yeah,
driving
but see-
through the country.
But see, if you drove from Jersey to LA, you'd have probably caught 8 hours of traffic just in LA.
Just
in LA. They're in the wrong time. Kobe's retiring from Staples Center or something, and you're fucked.
So Kobe flies in a helicopter.
Kobe flies in a helicopter because of LA traffic.
That's funny.
You know that's not cheap. He's not doing it to be cool, but
He's
the
not.
time is worth that.
The time is definitely worth it.
Yeah, he's like known for that.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I would do that way broker.
That's all you money. Live in that helicopter.
Like, I don't want to ever see these fucking shitty cars.
You know, that's why Bill Burr got a helicopter.
Did he?
Yeah, dude. Well, he has a helicopter's license, but he's gonna get a helicopter probably at some point. Once old William Red Tits becomes all super duper famous, and he will very soon, he's gonna definitely get that copter. I'm positive. Oh, excuse me. Oh man.
What's up?
That pasta is gonna be nice at like 2 a.m. tonight. I said that pasta is gonna be nice at 2 a.m. tonight. If they left me a little bit, which I don't know if they did, but it's gonna be nice at 2 a.m.
Remember what happened to your pizza? You bought it.
Yeah, I'm still fucking mad at that, dude.
You handled
I still
it.
can't let shit go. My pizza. How about my water? Oh, yo, he actually went to go get water. You saw that?
Yeah,
because
but-
he knew. He knew.
He knew that you handled
And
it.
I think he probably heard me this morning because I didn't know his buddy was in the room. He left his buddy slept over, and he was like there all day today, dude. His buddy slept over in his room. Like I would like walk to the bathroom and I would peek through the door a little bit, and the kid would just be playing like the Game Boy Color. No, not the Game Boy
Oh
Color.
my
The
God.
Game Boy, the fucking little the Nintendo thing. What is it called? Little game, little color thing. He's like this.
Yeah. Oh, it was a handheld one?
It's like a handheld one.
Oh my god, the DS
The
or whatever.
DS or whatever, dude. This kid is playing the DS, and I'm there complaining in the living room, like, this kid's dog has been shitting all over the backyard. There's no water. Like, fuck. Now I feel like a dick. But hey, man, it had to be done. Why is your dog shitting everywhere? Why are you taking all the water? Not my fault, right?
Damn.
Not my fault, dude.
No, it's not.
But seriously, California love. Very soon, dude. We have to go. I'm like, I need to get the fuck up out of here for like 3 days at some point.
Man, it's hot in here. I'm fucking dying.
No, it's alright. It's not too bad.
I'm hitting this fucking shit. I'm sweating.
Really?
Yeah. I go hot. I run hot, man.
Have a little glass of water.
Ah, fuck you. Oh my god, so much work and shit.
What time are you waking up tomorrow?
What?
What time are you waking up tomorrow?
It depends when I sleep. I think I'm gonna sleep early.
What time is that?
What's up?
What time is that?
I might sleep in like an hour, so probably not an hour, I guess.
Dude, I look so weird on camera. Dude, I'm getting a pretty nice camera soon. Well, it's not nice, but it's like a film camera. Old school 1992 Contax. Yo, it's gonna be nice, dude.
Wait, old school?
Old school film camera, yeah.
Yeah, is there a reason to go old school or what?
Yeah, I hate digital photography.
Really?
I've always been a hater of digital photography. To me, it's
Really?
not real art. Yeah, I mean, it's not real. You know, it's just pixels. If you print it out, it's just pixels. It's not it's not the real thing.
You want it on film.
The only way to do it, dude. My grandpa told me that's the only way to do it.
Was your grandpa a photographer?
Yeah, dude, for like 50 years.
Oh shit.
He was a photographer, and he was a professor at Moscow State University. One of the first Jewish professors there, actually.
Really?
Yeah, dude. My grandpa was the man. My grandpa was the man, dude. And he used to photograph all day, dude. He was like that guy. Like, everybody get for a picture. Come on, get together. All day, dude. Always just taking pictures of everything. Like, when he passed away, he left me all of his pictures. Hundreds of thousands of pictures. Film, undeveloped film. And it's all just Soviet Union photography, dude. He's traveling around the Union, just photographing everything. I think he even has Stalin at some point. Stalin. He photographed Stalin. How crazy is that?
No, that's fucking crazy, dude. Yeah. Joseph Stalin.
He photographed a bunch of ballet people. Like, he knew the most famous ballerina. He photographed her all the time. That's cool, dude. Yeah, dude. I have the pictures at my house, actually. Right here.
Photographed Stalin. That's sort of crazy.
Stalin. Photographed the famous ballerina. He photographed everything, dude. Just old school, just Soviet Union, dude. If you ever want to see, man, I got you. I got a bunch here.
I would love to
most
see
are in Jersey.
I'd love to see him.
You can take one if you want.
Take one?
Yeah, you can take one.
Yeah, I will.
If you want, you can fucking put it up in your room.
Oh yeah, let's fucking put a frame right on that bitch.
Little frame right on that bad boy. Yeah, buddy, man.
Interesting. I'm starting to understand that the more stuff you try to do, invariably the more problems you get.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you always attain a certain level of success that's more, but it's impossible in some sense to take a bunch of steps without there being somewhere where there's a leak and you have to plug it, or something that's not perfect.
Yeah, Jake's mom just texted me. She's like, thank you for calling, blah, blah, blah. I really appreciate your help. This kid's getting a CAT scan now. I knew it. He didn't take the ambulance to go to the hospital. He's just going to get a CAT scan. That's good.
That's smart. Damn, he must have got hurt.
You fucked his head up pretty bad. But yo, if you're on medication and you get into a bad thing and you get a concussion while you're on medication, I hear that can be super bad.
Right.
That can be I'm not saying you can turn into a vegetable, but it can have
really bad
implications, and it can really fuck you up, dude, if you're high on something and you fucking shit up. Poor bastard, man. Poor fucking kid. That sucks. It's a bad day. Bad day for him. Good day for us. Yo, you gotta make more of these things.
I know, dude.
I really like this. This is awesome. You're a fan of Star Wars?
I do, dude. I like Star Wars. Sorry, I personally just got distracted by my phone because someone just sent me the stupidest fucking shit like always. But dude, yeah, I do like Star Wars. There's epic quality, especially about the first 3 films. Actually, this guy, Darth Vader, man, he's
I know Darth Vader.
He's the coolest.
Luke Skywalker.
Nah, it's his father.
No, it's his father. No, Anakin. This is Anakin.
But he's the main character of the whole series, besides, I guess, the new ones, which I haven't watched. But, it's all about his rise and fall, and, sort of Shakespearean, but also sort of, feudalistic, Japanese, the ninja era, the samurai, the master, there's just a lot of stuff that's with that. So Star Wars is sort of cool. I like science fiction or whatever. I'm not the hugest proponent because I like more realistic shit. But I don't know. It's not. There's nothing really terrible with it, I guess.
What do you call this?
The hat?
Yeah.
think it's like a beret or something.
Beret.
Yeah.
Is that guy wearing a beret?
Oh my god, I'm just yawning away. This is fucked up.
You tired?
I don't even know if it's tired necessarily. Maybe. Dude, what this?
Yeah, if you want, we can stop.
Oh, we'll stop here in a little bit. We're not gonna sit there. But
Wait, you said you like the epicness of the first three, or you like the what of the first three?
yeah, maybe I did say epicness, but
Not epicness. You somewhat
something, yeah.
Like, what's so good about the first three? I watched it. It seemed a little corny to me. Like, you know, these
They
fucking
are a
lasers
little...
shooting and the lightsabers.
Yeah.
What the? Come on.
That shit is old school. You gotta understand. First of all, like, give it
The 70s,
a grain of
right?
salt. Yeah, give it. I think
78, 79.
Yeah, give it a grain of salt because of how early it was. But the thing about it that makes it different is it's what is it? I don't know. There was really good movies before. I wonder why it took off so much.
Mm-hmm.
It had to do with the graphics. They were higher.
They were ahead of its time?
The story in itself is like really well written. Like they didn't make too many holes, if any, really in it.
Mm-hmm.
And they came and closed it off, but it just captured people's imagination mostly, I guess. You know, like why was E.T. such a popular movie?
Oh, that movie was popular in Russia.
Yeah.
Because they never really, like, portrayed aliens like that before. You know what
Nice.
I mean? Like, that was, like, kind of realistic. It was kind of realistic. You know what I mean? It was
I mean,
the
it
first
had
time it
something
was
like
like, oh, it's,
Yeah,
maybe
nice.
it could have happened. I don't know.
Maybe it'll be cute.
I mean, you heard about Phoenix Lights. Tell me what that was.
What, the recent one?
No, 1994 Phoenix Lights.
Oh yeah, I believe that was some
What
shit.
the fuck was that, dude? I saw the video. Dude,
Dude.
are you fucking kidding me? How do you deny UFOs after? I mean, how do you deny, like, spaceships after that? That thing was a fucking spaceship, dude.
So
I have no doubt.
One time, me and my homies were coming. I think we're coming back from Vegas. Yeah, we're coming back from Vegas and we just got in, and then we had to like switch cars out or something at someone's spot. So we jump back in the car after we unloaded, and we're driving. Excuse me, everyone, for yawning like a million times, but we're on Baseline and Priest, heading towards the 10, so heading west, in the leftmost lane, and I look up and I see this like aircraft or something like rise up, and it starts spitting out like this crazy vibrant light, but it's not light like normally. It looks like light that's like being spilled out and then shimmering away, rather than like when the light's not there, it's just gone.
Yeah.
It's like the light's like sort of remains there and then fades away, almost like it's on fire, but it's just lights, right? And it goes from like this really bright yellow to this really bright blue, and it's doing this thing. And I'm like, yo, you guys see this? And I'm like, yeah, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, I don't know if there's any like aircraft that we have, unless it's like super experimental, that does that type of shit. But even then, I don't really know if it does. And we're like, dude, we gotta fucking see if anyone else is seeing this shit. Mm-hmm. So we start searching on the web and shit, and lo and behold, within an hour, where it was Air Force, Luke's Air Force Base or whatever in California, said that they were doing some testing, and that it was an experimental aircraft or whatever. But the reports that I read about reports like this, because I did more digging, was that whenever an event like this happens, that within a couple hours the government says was them, it usually wasn't them. Because whenever, if it's an actual experimental aircraft,
you're flying it over a major city,
and they're flying it over some, like this is supposedly by San Diego. Yeah. That I could see this from San Diego.
There's hundreds and thousands of miles of open fucking land
Right,
in
and
Nevada,
it's like
all
that
these
bright.
places.
It's that bright, okay?
It's that bright, yeah.
But whenever they do actually experimental stuff, they just deny that anything happened because it's experimental, it's classified, they can't talk about it. But this other stuff, it's an experimental craft, just letting you guys know so you don't trip about it. But it probably wasn't, dude. So the other two they got calmed down, like, it's experimental craft. But I looked more into it because I was like, dude, why? Like, what type of craft? Like, why would? And I was like, that far away? Like, what did it look like up close? Mm-hmm. So I don't even know. But I just know that UFOs of some type, by definition, UFOs absolutely exist because they're unidentified flying objects.
Yes, that can be anything.
Right, it could be anything. But I do believe aliens probably do. I know aliens exist mathematically in the universe, even if they're just viruses or bacteria.
Yeah.
But by that same extrapolation, intelligent life probably exists too.
I believe that too.
You know, so
seriously. My dad's friend actually taped the UFO over the house he was living in. That was always like the story. Like, there was this dude that my dad knew, and like apparently he taped the UFO over his crib. And like that was his like claim to fame between his friends. Yeah, apparently it's like a real tape. He really did tape it. Like, it shows a UFO over a house.
No shit.
His house, yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude,
like, how close do you think he got the fucking UFO?
200 yards probably.
What?
No, probably 300 yards. I'm guessing. He lived in an apartment building, about 25 floors. He says it was like kind of on top of his building.
Really?
But that's the story. I've never seen the tape.
Dude.
But apparently that's the story.
That'd be dope if he did. That'd be dope if your grandfather had
dude, in Russia... Oh, actually, I can look at all his pictures, man. Maybe. He has hundreds of thousands of pictures. That's a good idea. Yeah,
I mean, but do you think... But he would have told you if he took some.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Maybe he missed it or something. I don't know. Who knows?
Really?
Yeah, dude. I love looking at pictures anyway. I'm down to, like, look through a bunch of them.
Is that where you got your love for... photography?
Hell yeah, man.
You still want to... Is that, like, what you would want to be, like, with your official, like, job? You know what I'm saying?
No.
No?
I mean, it would be cool, but no, dude. I would like that to be my, like... Just, like, my hobby. Like, my serious hobby. Like, I would also want to do a little photography business, you know? I would want to have a lab in my house so I can develop my own pictures. I think that'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty tight, dude. And then...
Like a sick photography lab. Oh, that'd be awesome. Have a nice red light, dude.
The red light thing is sort of cool, but it's sort of like a little creepy.
Flip it on. Turn on some music. Oh, shit. It's nice. Dude, in high school, I had a photography class. We developed pictures all day.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Well, not all day. The whole class. We would develop pictures, make videos. Go outside, take like 100 pictures. It's sick, man. I had a great time. But only in like 2 classes. I fucking hated high school, dude. I fucking went to a different high school my sophomore year. I had to leave freshman year in my other high school.
Really?
And I had to go to this new one my sophomore year. It sucked big time, DJ. I had a horrible time.
Wait, you went to a different high school in your senior year?
My sophomore year.
Oh, your sophomore year?
It sucks.
And then you went back? And that was better, obviously.
Oh, no, dude. I didn't go back. I stayed there.
Oh, that's not the worst, though.
It'd be worse. But think about it, dude. All these kids already had their own clique. Like, all the popular kids had their own cliques already that they've been friends with each other for, like, since, like, the 3rd grade, you know? Because it's, like, one of those towns where kids just grew up there their like, entire lives, go to school with, you know, with each other. I was just a new kid. It sucks. Absolutely sucks.
Dude, I was like that in almost every single one of my schools.
The new kid?
The outcast kid. I wasn't the new kid. I was just a kid that was never fucking respected or never fucking... I was just an outsider. You know? No one knew what to do with me. I didn't know what to do with myself. Didn't have self-esteem. In some sense, That's probably why I just say whatever. Whenever. I'm like super quick to break the ice with like inappropriate jokes, you know what I'm saying?
Super inappropriate jokes.
Yeah.
You do have inappropriate jokes.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So when you were talking to that girl at Loki's party, that shit was fucking.
Yo, he came back the next day.
Said she was feeling it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you gonna do?
Oh shit!
I mean,
fucking hilarious.
I was just telling her honestly, like, what it meant for her to stand around while I was talking to her like that.
Yeah.
I was like, listen, if you didn't like it, it wouldn't just be your words. You know what I'm saying? I was like, because the way that she was trying to talk, like, she was trying to talk for all women, not about what I was saying.
Yeah.
I was like, you're not going to just, like, reason yourself out of here because you're still here and you're talking to me. So what the fuck is the point? Like, you're not making any fucking point.
Oh, shit.
But,
Joke artist.
should we call it?
Yeah, why not?
I feel like we started pretty good. We might have ended on not the best in energy.
Yeah, dude.
Nah, I actually think we did
Good. Yeah, not bad. I
This-
like it.
this
It's 11. This guy.
Such a cunt. I really hope.
Jesus Christ.
I really hope that the noise reduction software, which they said is really good on this, actually works.
When are you gonna do it?
Tomorrow.
I can't wait
tonight.
to find out.
Like, I'm gonna listen to see if the one that we recorded it had, whichever one. I think it's recorded here because it's you, me, and Chaidez.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's probably a spot where the AC goes off, so I have to listen. I have to find it.
Mm-hmm. That's funny.
I have to mess with it.
Well, I hope we see Chaidez soon.
We will.
So that's all I can say. It's
We
been
will.
real. It's been fun.
We will.
At Daily
Do it.
Chillin'.
At Daily Show. At it's Mr. VJ ITSMRVJ.
Oh, he just had a CAT scan, waiting for results. This is fun. This is
Psycho
it's like a little
P
game.
Show.
At Psycho P Show. Silent P.
Silent P, but I think we're just gonna say the P.
Yeah, I actually like the Psycho P Show.
Yeah,
I like it.
that's what I've been saying now because
like
it's
it.
the only way to people to get it. And I mean, if you look on the title of the shows, I was calling like episode 1, episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
Now it says P Show 21, V Show 22. So like, just so somehow consciously. It becomes easier to say for people and for us because, dude, I hate people are like, oh, what's your podcast name? I'm like, oh shit,
P Show.
The Psycho P Show, PSHOW. Everything needs to be fucking spelled.
Yeah, I
silent
feel you.
P.
Trust me, my name is Toly. I've had to spell my name 1,000,000,000 times.
Dude, yeah,
spell it out loud. At least yours is VJ. It's like
yeah, that's not even the right spelling.
yeah.
But
it's not.
it's funny. Like I did not know how to spell your name correctly until you told me that it was short for Anatoly, and then I was like, oh my god, I spelled your name completely wrong. As I deleted one L and the IE.
What? I had no idea. Yo, if you spell my last name right now, I'll give you mad props.
I don't even know your last name.
You didn't even know my last name?
Hold on.
That's fucked.
What is it, Fisher?
What the fuck? Goldstein?
Is it Vladimir?
No, it's Goldberg.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Goldberg?
Yeah. You didn't know? What the fuck?
Holy shit! Bro, I was too scared to ask you.
What the fuck? Really?
Nah,
Why
I
were
wasn't
you too
scared.
scared to ask me?
I don't know if I was scared, but I just didn't even think of asking you. Fuck. Damn. I fucked up, huh?
Yeah, it's alright. Why'd you laugh so hard when you found out my name is Goldberg?
Because I thought, I thought you were joking. It's like the classic like Jewish name. Like that's the name that I'd be like, yeah, I'm Jewish today. Call me Goldstein.
Yeah, man. Anatoly Goldberg.
Goldberg.
RG,
Yeah. So where's my money at, Goldstein?
Oh, you're good.
You like that?
You're good. Yeah.
Let this be a lesson for everyone. You can't get money out of a Jew.
No way. Unless I drop
not on the
it.
bed that you didn't shake for in front of a menorah.
Exactly. Wow. Goldberg.
Dude, I wonder how much of the show my head was halfway off the fucking frame.
My arm was definitely halfway.
Oh, your arm. So important.
Yeah.
You talk out of your arm.
I don't know.
Bro, now you
hat,
showing
dude.
my nuts up.
Love
I
this
need
hat.
that. You love it?
Oh, love this.
It's perfect for racism. The quickie mart hat.
The quick mark.
Alright,
I like
I'm gonna stop it up.
I hope you
brother.
know I was kidding. My name is not Goldberg.
What is your real last name?
Latinsky.
Oh my god, I knew your last name. That's what I was like, Goldberg. I was like, oh fuck. I was hoping that whatever you said would make me fucking remember. Oh my god, Goldberg!
Goldberg, wow, you scum. Anti-Semitic scum. Your color shine. Finally, the light has been shined.
You are a sick fuck, dude.
You're the fuck.
You're one of the sickest fucks I've ever known.
Yeah.
And on that note, the show is done.
We
We throw the couple peace signs.
the fucking weird smile.
I'm gonna take this picture, bro. I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna start posting pictures of them. That screenshot is making Instagram when this show comes out.